Welcome once again to Mama's Mexican Kitchen. Today we are going to be cooking some huevos a la mexicana, more recipes with eggs, and I hope really you enjoy all the cooking and enjoy it with your family, eating healthy. And thank you once again for visiting Mama's Kitchen, Mexican Kitchen channel. And as always, buen provecho to you and your family. Good morning. I hope everybody is enjoying cooking and trying some of the recipes. Today, I'm putting everything together because I'm gonna make huevos a la mexicana, ex-Mexican style. And what you're going to need is tomato, onion. This is your preference. If you like peppers, I think these ones are going to be hot. Sometimes they're not hot. They taste more like a green bell pepper, but I'm pretty sure these are going to be spicy. Now we're gonna need cilantro. Cilantro we're gonna need it for our pico de gallo because we're using this bread, this baguette. We're gonna cut it in 5 pieces, and then I'm gonna make molletes. Molletes also will need cheese. So we're gonna need cheese for the bread, 1 tomato for the eggs, 1 tomato for the pico de gallo, same here, 1 jalapeno pepper for the eggs, and 1 jalapeno pepper for the pico de gallo. I know they call it here pico, but in Mexico we call it pico de gallo. Now we have the eggs. I'm going to be cooking 5 eggs, and I'm going to have these beans. For you, the ones that watch the video about the empanadas, the beef empanadas, and I made my own refried beans. These are leftovers. This is how we can use leftovers in a creative way, and I know that you will enjoy it. Let me just cut my ingredients. I'll get back to you. And by the way, I think in my last video I say postre. A postre means dessert. So I will also maybe my next one or the following one, I will be baking dessert. So you can also learn Mexican desserts. Okay, so I will see you in a while. Okay, I had cut my ingredients, which is seedless my jalapeno peppers, also the tomatoes. Now I have the onions. Remember, this is part for pico de gallo, and the eggs as well as the onions. Then we have the coriander or cilantro, and the lime. I hope I have it right because it's limon in Spanish, and I know if I say lemon is the yellow one, I believe so. So anyway, this one I think is lime, if I'm not mistaken, and the jalapeno peppers. When I cut the jalapeno peppers, I reuse my bag where I had the onions, the inside, so I wouldn't be wasting any more plastic bags or anything like that. No, I'm not gonna reuse that. I'm not gonna wash it because I think the jalapeno pepper is spicy. Now, why did I use the plastic bag? To protect my fingers. If you cut a jalapeno pepper that is very spicy with your bare fingers, and then you scratch your eyes, it's gonna irritate your eye. Even if you have cuts in your fingers, you will feel it. So I would suggest that you will know if it's spice jalapeno pepper or not. I just suggest to do it with protecting your hand with a plastic bag. Now, if you're gonna cook the jalapeno pepper like I'm gonna do part of it in my eggs, keep in mind that have a window open or your extractor, your vent working, because sometimes it's too strong that it's gonna make you cough. It's gonna make you cough. Now, I put the bread long enough just to make it a little bit toasty, and it's warm and it's ready for the beans. I transfer my beans to this ceramic plate, It was in a plastic container. I wasn't very confident or sure to put that plastic container in the microwave. Now I could use a skillet to reheat my beans, but sometimes you don't want to use so many things. You just want to get and cook and have a nice meal. And I know that putting it in the microwave will help you and save time. So I'm going to remove everything from the stove and I will get back to you. Let me just pause it for 1 minute. Thank you. First, I'm going to start with the pico de gallo. That way I can use whatever I have left from the tomato, onions, and hot pepper. So what I'm going to do is add first my tomatoes to this bowl. So let's start with 1 spoon, 2 spoons, 3, 4. I think that would be like half of it. Okay, because we really like the tomatoes in our pico de gallo. Now, onions. I think I have plenty of onions. I don't think I'm not gonna use it all in my cooking today, but we'll see. You know, as you cook, you will see if you need what you have already. Let me just get 1 spoon here for my cilantro. All of the cilantro, all of it. And then I have my jalapeno pepper. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be good. I don't know how spicy, but remember, it's seedless. And if you do that, it's not gonna be as spicy as you think it will be. Now, make sure, it really makes the difference, the lime in our pico de gallo. And once you put the lime on the pico de gallo, we are going to add a little bit of salt because it needs it. It really needs, the pico de gallo needs the salt. Okay, so I'm adding the salt, and I think I took 1 with garlic. That's okay. Garlic is always good. We can't complain. It's always good. Now you mix everything. Now, if you don't like coriander or cilantro, you know what? I would say use parsley. And it really tastes good. I mean, we use the parsley for tabule. And this is pico de gallo. And I know there's a lot of people that they're not very fan of cilantro. I understand. We all have different tastes, which is great. So this is our first step because I want to make sure I have enough for my pico de gallo before I go so excited making my huevos a la mexicana. So now we have this one ready. Feel free to try it if it has enough salt, enough lime. I think I will end up adding a little bit of lime. I don't think I pour enough. And squeeze. I don't think I squeeze enough lime, but you know, you taste and you add as you think it needs it. It's better the lax than you have more than enough. So testing, trying what you like, and then you stop right there. Okay, let me pause it right now. We're gonna continue with the eggs, and then I will show you the molletes as well. Now we are going to start our eggs. I'm just looking for one of my spoons, but that's okay. I have 2 over there. So I'm gonna add some oil. It looks like a lot, but this bottle, it's narrow. As you can see by now, this is my favorite skillet because it works for me. Most of the things don't stick, and that's what I'm looking for my eggs to come out really nice. Now again, keep in mind, we had some leftovers. If you think that is a lot of left, that you had tomato and onions, you can save some for later and make some more pico de gallo. I think, let me tell you, I tried my pico de gallo already, and oh my goodness, the jalapeno pepper, I was right. It was spicy. And like I said, you have to see if, it's very hard to say if a jalapeno pepper is gonna be spicy or not. They already told me different ways to find out. I tried. But if a jalapeno pepper decided not to be spicy or hot, the jalapeno won't be. So, you know, it really depends. I guess the season too. Anyway, let me see if this is warm. Now let's wait just a little longer. Okay, we seem to be ready. Let me add just. Remember, I'm actually going to scramble 5 eggs because I think it's plenty of food for the 3 of us that are here in the house. Keep in mind, I'm cooking for 3, 2 big guys, and 1 lady, which is me. Okay, now we're going to let these fry a little and make sure that everything is ready to welcome our tomatoes here. Let's just wait. Like I said, you can keep the rest of your onions for later, for your rice, for whatever you're gonna cook later today or tomorrow. Now we're not gonna put the tomato right now in with the onions. We're gonna do the jalapeno peppers first. Jalapeno pepper, serrano pepper, or chile de árbol, whatever you have. I have one little ones that they're from Thailand. Oh my goodness, those are hot. Those are hot. Look at the beautiful colors. Now we're seeing the green, the white, that are just fused together. Now remember, if it's spicy and this steam that you see is going to make you cough. But right now we're doing okay. My assistant and I, we're doing fine so far. Maybe the spicy one already went into the pico de gallo. Now I'm going to add the tomatoes. You might think, oh okay, just a little bit. No, we have to wait. Remember, it has to turn, the oil has to turn red to fuse with the tomato, and that's what it gives an excellent flavor to your food. If we don't wait for that, I'm not saying it's not gonna be good, but it's not going to taste like a Mexican style huevos revueltos a la mexicana. So I think, you know, I would like to add maybe the rest of my tomatoes. I'm still hesitant to do so because like I said, it's a lot. There were 2 tomatoes, half an onion, and 2 jalapeno peppers, but I think the tomatoes and the onion were pretty big, and that's why we have some extra, which is excellent. Like I said, we can use it for our rice, for whatever you're gonna do or make this afternoon. You can make another pico de gallo. Okay, you know, right now, I don't want to make so much noise because it might hurt your ears. Right now, I'm gonna add this salt, which it wasn't bad in the pico de gallo, but it's just salt what you need to add because the tomato and the onion and the jalapeno pepper needs some salt. Look at the color; it's already turning orange. Slowly it's turning orange, and that's what we want to see. Look at there, it's turning, it's getting the juice of this tomato, and they're going to fuse together, and it will tell you when it gets a little darker. It will tell you that it's ready for us to start with eggs in our mix here. Okay, let's wait just a little longer. We're back. I was trying to make sure all of my eggs fit, taking advantage of the empty recipients here, or the little bowls here. But look what I did. Oh my goodness. Now, we are going to try to make a space in the center of the pan. And I'm going to take this one right now. That it's almost. Oh. There we go. And the other one. There we go. Let it just sit right there for just 1 second. And it's good if we don't touch it for just 1 second. This is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try to scramble it a little bit in the center. And let it cook a little bit in the edges. And then slowly we're going to bring together the outside to the center. We cook it like that, like so. And then, and you see, slowly. So it won't be so scrambly or I don't know. I think you get the picture. You just get the eggs the way you want it, okay? Just let it be, and slowly you move around, flip it a little bit over, and continue. You know, this is the way we like it. Like I said, we have so many different ways of making scrambled eggs. Also with what we call ejotes, which is green beans. Once you learn one, I know you can make your own scrambled eggs style that you like. The other day we had some pork left over, some pork left over, and I told my husband, you know, I'm gonna cut it in small, tiny pieces, and I'm gonna fry it a little bit, and I'm gonna make scrambled eggs. He didn't think it was a good idea. Oh, he loved those eggs. He loved them. Okay, they're ready. I'm going to let them rest right here. Now, don't leave it in the same place. You don't want them to dry. Now I'm going to bring my molletes. Remember, the molletes were already on the oven without the beans. Now this is what I'm going to do. If you don't have too much cheese, then you said, oh, I'm not going to have enough, and then we don't have to overdo it. I know there is people that likes a lot of cheese on their molletes, but if you don't have enough cheese, then you say, oh, I have to run to the store because I only have like 3 slices for all of these. Well, cut them in half and just what you have. You know, that's what the Mexican kitchen has. You use what you have in your refrigerator. Nothing goes to waste. Like my beans the other day, I said, well, I had to make them in a different way. And the different way that my family likes is like molletes. So I went and go ahead and buy the bread, and the bread's been sitting there, and I said, I can't let that to waste. But I know I won't, because then I will make different things with that bread, put it in the oven, dry it, and then use it for something else. Here we go. Oh my goodness. See? And voila. Using half of it. Half of it. Now I don't know. Oh, this is not half. So I'm gonna put it in the oven. You see, just a little bit toasted the bread before you spread the beans. Now the beans are warm. We only need to focus on the cheese. The cheese melted on the molletes. Now I have some poblano pepper that I cooked the other day, but I'm not gonna do it because you don't know how I make those chiles en raja. but that would be a great addition as well. Okay, now we put it in the oven. We leave it there for a few minutes. And I'm going to put my eggs in a nice plate. Okay,
Go.
okay, now we have everything ready. I put a little bit to broil the molletes. I have 2 extra here, and this is how we typically will put our mollete and some of the pico de gallo. You serve your eggs, and also if you have some leftover beans, you will also can add some of the pico de gallo to your tostada and your beans. And I would say, buen provecho. I know que te encantará. You will love it. Okay, see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.